What's up, Raiders? Today we're diving into one of the newest Collab champions in Raid Shadow Legends, Michelangelo. And don't let the fun team fool you, alright? This guy has some serious skills. With crowd control, debuff spreading, survivability, and even passive evasion, he's got everything you'd want from a versatile champion. In this breakdown, we'll cover his skills in detail, talk about where he shines the most, and how to build him to maximize his potential. So, let's get started. Alright guys, I just got Michelangelo from the Michelangelo chase, and thanks to Plarium, we have the opportunity to test this amazing turtle for free just by logging in for 7 days straight. It's on my second account because, you know, I wanted to challenge myself because here on my second account, it's, as you already might know, it's completely free to play, and, you know, I don't have so much good gear, alright? Compared to my main account, here the gear is kinda trashy, so you know, I wanted to challenge myself a little bit, see if I would be able to build my Michelangelo with the gear I have. It's gonna be tough, it's gonna be challenging for sure, but I'm gonna try to do the best with what I have already, alright? It's gonna be super tough, not gonna lie to you guys. There's never been a better time to start Raid Shadow Legends. Grab 2 legendary champs and a loaded epic team absolutely free. Click the special link in the description to support the channel and get Basilius Rowanas plus a second legendary of your choice just for starting fresh. Here is how to claim your rewards. If you've installed Raid before on PC, log out of Plarium Play and uninstall the game. Click the special link in the description and register with a brand new email, launch Raid, and complete the tutorial. Claim your first legendary Basilius Rowanas from your in-game inbox. Use one of the promo codes shown below to unlock your second legendary instantly. And as you keep playing, you will also unlock 3 powerful epics, Tagore, Ugo, and Mausoleum Mage, completely free. Click the link now and let's crush it in Telyria together. Now, back to the video. I don't know if we would be able to maximize his potential right now because he's level 50. I won't have the needed stats in the beginning, but we're gonna work towards getting the right stats on him because he needs a lot of stats, to be honest. He has so colorful skill set and he needs a lot of important stats. That means it's gonna be tougher when we're building him. So let's start with a quick breakdown of his skills. First off, we have Boo, yeah. And this is not just a catchphrase, you know, this is a 2-hit attack, and if either hit crits, Michelangelo slaps a 50% increase attack buff on himself for 2 turns. Now, here is why this is great. He doesn't need a separate buffer to boost his damage. He self-sustains his own offense just by critting, and because it's a 2-hitter, it's very, very reliable. Honestly, that's one of the best parts of his kit, if you ask me, because he is self-sufficient. You don't need to build a whole team just to boost his numbers. Build him with 100% crit rate and he is cooking. Now, if you take a look at his A2, this is where he actually starts to shine. Express Delivery is a single target nuke with layers of utility. Before hitting, he's got 75% chance to place a 60% decreased defense buff. That's already huge because decreased defense is one of the strongest debuffs in the game. On top of that, he's got a 75% chance to place stun. So we're talking hard hitting, control, and setting up your team's damage. But we're not done yet, guys, because it gets even crazier. After that hit, Mikey spreads all debuffs from the target across every enemy. This debuff spread is massive for wave control, hydra consistency, and dungeon clears. And here is the kicker. If the attack is crit, he ignores 25% of the resistance. That means your debuff lands way more consistently, even against high resistance enemies. Michelangelo's A3 is Shell Cyclone, and this one's built for crowd control. It's an AoE that has 75% chance to place a decreased attack and leech on all enemies. We have 2 top tier debuffs out there. Decreased attack cuts the enemy damage across the board, and then we have leech that lets your whole team heal off their own damage. But here is the spicy bit, guys. After that, Michelangelo puts taunt on himself for 2 turns. This basically forces enemies to focus on him with single target attacks, which might sound a little bit risky to be honest, but it synergizes with his passive because under taunt buff, his evasion chance goes up. So he becomes this tricky frontline distraction while still helping your team to stay alive longer. Now let's talk about that passive, Party Dude. And it's honestly one of the most fun passives in the entire game. First, he's got a 15% chance to evade any enemy skill. If he's under taunt, that jumps to 30%, so he can basically troll enemies by dodging their big nukes. Second, whenever he gets hit, he throws up a shield based on his attack that keeps him alive even when he's the focus of the damage. But here is the best part, guys. Whenever Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, or even himself attacks, Michelangelo jumps in. That means if you're running multiple turtles together, they're chaining hits non-stop. It's like a squad brawl where basically Mikey is always tagging in. Now let's check the reviews here. I'm actually super curious how people think he's performing in certain areas. He already got so many reviews. It's that they're actually pretty new. Okay, we have Hydra 4.7, campaign location 4.7, Arena, Demon Lord. Does he have like a weak spot? Because I do not see it. And the truth is, Michelangelo is super versatile, guys. He can basically help you almost everywhere. That's the reason why his reviews are looking like that. Where he shines, I don't want to say everywhere, so I'm gonna start with Hydra first. Debuff spread is clutch, plus decrease attack and leech keep your team alive longer there. Next off, we have Spider, where 1 HP burn spread, entire wave melts. Next off, I would have to say Arena offense, single target stun plus decreased defense to crack through tanks. Plus, we have AoE decrease attack for control. Last but not least, I would have to say wave progression and Doom Tower. We have AoE crowd control, survivability with taunt, plus shield, team sustain through that leech debuff. The truth is, Michelangelo is super versatile and you can slot him into a lot of content, especially if you're still progressing mid to late game, early to mid game. So he's super useful. Now guys, we have come to the hardest part, to equip our Michelangelo. And honestly, look at my vault, my artifact vault in this account. It's looking like so beginner-like, guys. And this is gonna be a tough challenge because Michelangelo needs a lot of things. He needs a lot of attack. He needs attack percentage. Next off, he needs 100% crit rate, high percentage of crit damage, accuracy of course, so he can land those debuffs successfully. And last but not least, he needs decent amount of speed, let's say. And with the gear I have on this account, this is really going to be such a challenge, like trust me. When building Michelangelo, one of the most important parts when it comes to his build is definitely build him with 100% crit rate, enough speed, high percentage of attack, and of course enough accuracy. Because without accuracy, he cannot land his debuffs. He won't be able to successfully use his A2 and also his A3 with the decreased attack and the leech debuff, which we definitely don't want to do, right? So let's start, guys. I'm so scared, honestly. I've honestly already have checked like what do I have, what I can do, and to be honest, like his stats right now are not gonna be so satisfactory, you know. We'll still have to do some rebuilds after this build, but for the sake of the testing and for the sake of, you know, making him actually do something, we will try to do our best here. So for most of his artifacts, I have chosen to go for the feral set, not because it's perfect for Michelangelo, but because this is the set from which I have the best gear. When it comes to which are some of the best sets for Michelangelo, those are definitely perception. It's gonna give him accuracy, speed. Then we have the cruel set, which is gonna increase his attack percentage, and he's gonna ignore some percent of the defense. The next set, which I don't have here on this account, this is merciless set. Merciless set is just great for attackers in general and would be so nice for our Michelangelo. Unfortunately, I don't have it because Merciless is only obtainable by clearing bosses in Curse City. So I haven't really played a lot of Curse City on this account. But yeah, anyway, so some of the other sets that are really nice for Michelangelo are the Savage set and Lethal. And unfortunately, like I said, I don't have the best artifact pieces from those sets, so I'm gonna work with what I have. That's why I'm gonna go with the Feral set. And as a weapon, I have chosen this one. Let me do something so you can see. We have a lot of choices when it comes to the weapon. We have this weapon, which is gonna give him a lot of crit damage, a lot of double rolls on attack percentage, and some amount of crit rate. This is pretty nice. Then we have this weapon with the rolls on speed, double rolls, resistance, accuracy. All of these weapons are kind of suitable for our champion here. We have this one with rolls on accuracy, speed, and crit damage. Next up, we have this one with rolls on accuracy and speed. And finally, we have this weapon with rolls on speed and double rolls on crit rate. What I can say, guys, I feel this one would be the best, so let's try this on. Now when it comes to his helmet, it's gonna be again from the Feral set. As you can see here, we also have some choices when it comes to the helmets. We have this one with double rolls on accuracy, crit damage, resistance. Next off, rolls on crit rate and double rolls on accuracy here. Okay, this is gonna be tough, so let me upgrade this helmet because it has all the important stats that we need. Okay, we've got some rolls on crit rate and attack percentage. This is actually pretty nice helmet. This is going to be a tough choice, guys, honestly. I feel like crit rate is extremely important, so I'm gonna go with the helmet that's giving him the most crit rate here. I'm gonna go with this one just for now. Next off, we have the shield. Again, for the shield, I'm gonna go with this shield right here because it has some good amount of crit rate. So let's try this on. We already have good amount of accuracy. I would say we're going towards the right direction on the speed and crit rate. Now for his chest plate, I'm actually going to go with this attack percentage chest plate, which is gonna give him attack, crit rate, and crit damage. The problem is that it's flat attack, honestly, and this is what I don't really like. Here the other option we have is this attack percentage, again attack percentage chest plate with triple rolls on HP, some accuracy, crit damage, and flat attack. This is honestly also a good choice because it's gonna increase his accuracy. So let's try this one for now. Now for his boots, we definitely gonna need speed boots, so this is what we're gonna equip. And finally, for his gloves, I have chosen gloves from the speed set, crit rate gloves. Let me quickly find them. Those are our gloves. Unfortunately, I don't have anything better at the moment. As you can see here, we have 6-star epic gauntlets with accuracy, HP, but the problem is they are flat attack and we definitely don't need that, so that's why I'm gonna use those, which are unfortunately 4 stars, triple rolls on defense, which we don't need, but they're gonna give him significantly amount of crit rate. So let's try this on. Okay, see where we're standing right now. I think I'm gonna swap our helmet with this one because it's going to increase his accuracy. The crit rate is going to drop only with 5 and the crit damage is going to increase. Okay, I feel like this one looks better. Now for his ring, I have selected this HP ring, which is going to give him some amount of attack, defense, and HP. So let's try this on. All right, I think this is how his stats look at the moment. It's not great, but it's the best that we could possibly do. He stands at 16.3k power, which is all right for now. And now let's actually go do the testing, guys, shall we? Okay, the first place I'm gonna head over to, this is the arena. We are so below right here. Like, I haven't played arena in very long time in this account, so it's gonna be super easy for us to beat those teams. Actually, I'm gonna put Hydra as a leader here. Next off, we're gonna put our Michelangelo, and of course, we're gonna have Alice. Alright guys, I want to see that debuff spread in action, like really, really much. Okay, let's start by increasing the speed. Then Kale goes in with his AoE attack. I'm not gonna use Clockwork Cyclone because everybody's gonna die. So I'm gonna go with Queen Slayer of Alice. We want to see Michelangelo in action. So I'm gonna start with this one. Alright. Loki blocked me. How could you? Oh my god, we cannot use that debuff spread, but we are done here. Oh, not yet. Okay. We are in bronze in the classic arena. Oh my god. We need to find like stronger teams to beat here. Okay, can we beat this one? Actually, maybe. Just let me see if we... Yeah, okay. Instead of Kill, I'm gonna use Lemonisi. We have stronger team here, which, you know, it's better because that way we would be able to see Michelangelo in action for real. I want to see that debuff spread. So I'm gonna go with that A2. Ooh, debuff spread. That was amazing. All right, let's... Oop. Okay, my Lemonisi is hitting so hard, guys. I think this is one of the few champions that I managed to build really, really nice on this account. Why is my mouse again not working? Come on. Okay, I'm gonna click auto here because they killed our Michelangelo. Oh my god. But that debuff spread is just amazing. And in areas like arena, this is so huge. Also, wave clearing, basically everywhere. This is, I believe, super, super important effect. And we managed to see everything in action, which is great. Unfortunately, we have super easy opponents here. So let's refresh. I'm gonna, yeah, remove the auto. So let's start. Now, let's use that debuff spread here. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. All right. Oh my god. Okay. Let's go for Alice here. Even though she's gonna be revived by Arthur, but not anymore. Okay. And we are done. So Michelangelo is doing amazing job in the arena, guys. He is so good and so versatile. You can basically use him everywhere. Let's make a team here in Doom Tower. I'm gonna need Arthur as a reviver, Lemonisi, and Michelangelo. And I'm gonna start climbing here in Doom Tower. I also feel like this is a pretty well balanced team. And Michelangelo in action is just absolutely amazing. Imagine if you build him with 100% crit rate, with higher percentage of crit damage, some more accuracy and some more speed. He's just gonna smack everywhere. So Michelangelo isn't just the life of the party, he's a real debuff machine. He's packed with so much value, and once you've got him, don't sleep on him. Honestly, also in my opinion, I believe he's one of the most fun champions to play with in Raid right now. So don't sleep on Michelangelo. I advise you go build him right now after this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!